am standing on holy ground. Feels like the infiniteenth time I've been here, but who's keeping count? Trying to wrap my mind around how I'm even allowed in this moment right now. My sin should have shut me out. I was broken, but wow, your grace came and opened the floodgates of forgiveness so I could step into the riches of your glorious existence. I bear witness to the overwhelming imminence of you. So I take off my shoes and sink my feet into this holy ground where I am wholly found, and never again will I go missing. Erase my face off the milk carton of perdition, because I am here, barefoot and unbroken in your presence. But it's a process. I am healed and still healing. I am saved and still exercising my salvation. That is to say that I am working it out. Justification on the cross, sanctification in my walk, anticipation of my glorification to come. I'm gonna need a vacation before it's all done, but I know that I find rest for my soul in the one who I'd lift my hands to if I just overheard the things you do. Eavesdropping like Eve should have dropped that fruit, but fate would dictate that she had to do it. And who would have knew it? That going halvesies on a pomegranate with her man would bring humanity into God's plan to show us that when given the chance, we gonna eat whatever's in our hand. That's why we need Jesus to change our appetite for treason into a hunger and thirst for righteousness. He died for this, not so I could wax eloquent, but so I can have fellowship with him. And thank God for God wrapped in skin, because that's the only way in. Every other door is locked, deadbolted by a formerly dead man who bolted from the grave and came knocking on my door, calling out my name so he could fix me a plate of soul food, a feast in the face of my foes who were fiending to famish me. But I'm gonna eat whatever's in your hand for me. And I'm going to stand on this holy ground, trying to tune my ear to the sound of your voice in the midst of a crowd. It's so familiar, it's easy to drown you out or box you in or use my sin as an excuse, flossing in these fig leaves, hiding from you. Forgive me, you always do. Even when I tried to play you like a fool, like a flute, like a game with rules that I had made, trying to be my own savior, but too afraid to pick up my cross. I miscalculated the cost of counting everything as loss in light of knowing Jesus, the only one culture can't cancel, because the grave couldn't even handle you. That's why I take off my shoes, because everywhere I meet with you is holy ground, a rock-solid foundation, a broad place after narrowly escaping Sheol. When your love watched over my soul like paint thinner, stripped away the 24-karat gold sinner I used to be, unearthing the ancient text of me. I am poetry, poema in the Greek, and now I'm preaching. But you sift my words like wheat and leave me speechless, so I'll end this piece with the words of Jesus. Come to me, all who are weary and worn out and worked up. Come to me, all who are lonely and left out and overlooked. Come to me, all who are hopeless and homeless and helpless. Come to me. Take off your shoes and sink your feet into this holy ground.